like to invite our second panelist. So again, it will be a pair. So our second panelist, come from the municipality of Panglao, Bohol, another province in the Philippines. And for them, there are two of them who will be presenting. Both of them are councilors, legislators in the local government. The first is Honorable J.R. Rodriguez, a legislator of Panglao, who we've worked with in our workshops in the past for when we did our workshops last year. And as well as we also have Honorable Dennis Hora, who's the municipal councilor as well of Panglao, Bohol from 1998 to 2001. And generally, he's been practicing law for more than 10 years and has extensive experience in local legislation and policy making. So for now, we'll have Honorable J.R. Rodriguez do his initial presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. The meat of the presentation will come from my colleague, Attorney Councilor Dennis Hora. I will give you a short introduction of Bohol, of Panglao specifically, what it is and why we need smart mobility. This is exactly why, and I'll show you first how it is. So, but to give you a context, Bohol I mean, the Philippines can fit in the Gulf of Thailand. It's very small. Our country is so small, and it's around 300,000 square kilometers. Bohol is only about only 4,000, and Panglao, our town, is only 40,000 40 square kilometers, 40. In fact, the airport is already close to 1/5 of the island. So that's how small it is. But despite that, we receive 20% of the entire country's tourists. 20% of the tourists that comes to the Philippines definitely go to Panglao, of where we are councilors of. And maybe next term, Councilor Ora will become the vice mayor, which is good for everyone. So anyway, let's start the video, please. And I will just narrate as you watch the video. I'll give you an idea of what we're watching. So, okay, so Panglao is famous for its beaches. And you will see that we have only a few, but very beautiful. And the sand of the beach in Panglao is what makes it very famous. The sand is very close to powder. If you remember how powder, Johnson's powder or talc feels, that's exactly how the sand feels. When you grab it in your hands and you squeeze it, it's like gelatin. It will just, you cannot hold on the sand. It's going to disappear in your palms. You cannot hold it underwater. And there is nothing that will hurt you in the water. We do not have anything dangerous except for sea urchins, which we love to eat. So actually, everything in Bohol is safe. The sharks will just watch you and stay away from you. We actually have to chase them. They will not even come close to us. And we're famous for turtles, for the islands. This is an island, Isola de Francesco. It is an island with a sandbar that goes underwater twice a day. Okay, so you'll be walking with them. Balikasag is between the first and the third most famous dive islands in the whole world. If you know Jacques Cousteau, it is one of his favorites next to Apo Reef, which is also in the Philippines. So we boast one of the best dive spots. There's a lot of whale watching. There have been counted more than 61 species of whales that have passed through Bohol, and it passes between Balikasag and the mainland in Panglao. It's a very small, short, 20-minute boat ride from the mainland to the island of Balikasag, and you can whale watch on the way. Okay, and of course, we have some cuisines, local cuisines like the flower salads. We have our own ice cream made from honey. It's a honey-based ice cream, which I think is the only one of its kind. This is a cliff dive. This is a natural sanctuary, or right now it's a protected sanctuary where a lot of free divers go. Okay, this is called Napaling. So people jump there, and there are free divers down there, and there are also scuba divers there. And this is about close to the end of the video. And the reason why we need smart mobility is because right now we have a very big problem with regards to the tricycles and the jeeps and the transport in Bohol. there are so many tourists there. They're complaining about very high tariffs, extremely high, probably the highest in the country. Our tricycle rides for only 4 kilometers can cost a tourist 300 pesos, $6 for only 4 kilometers. And if you are sort of not, if it wasn't explained to you and you don't know where you are, you might pay 500 pesos for 2 kilometers. So that's why we need smart mobility. We always hear a lot of complaints. We have a hard time with the very tight roads of a really small island. Well, anyway, now my time's over, and I'm going to give the chair to Councilor Dennis Ora. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, GR. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Councilor Dennis Ora, and this is my last term in our. We have 3 terms